Alright, that's enough guitar for tonight. I'm gonna make an aquatic highs video showing off my, high-tech 20-gallon long fish tank that I'm building here. It's freshwater with plants. That's the whole idea behind it, is basically for the plants, not so much the fish. Anyway, I'm real stoked about this. I think it's gonna be awesome. I have the Fluval 207 that I'm gonna be filtering with. I have the paintball tank, which I bought a CGA 320 adapter, so I can put a Grow One Greenleaf Aquatics Grow One regulator. I believe that's what it's called. It's in a drawer somewhere. I have the diffuser for it, which is pretty cool. It's the what is it called? The Jardley Nature Aquarium, which is, it seems like it'll work. It had decent reviews. It wasn't as cheap as some of the others, but that seems to be, you really just have to buy something somewhat decent to get something decent. Like it's no matter what, it's frustrating. Anyway, let's move on to plants. So I have well, first let me talk about the hardscape, then we'll move to plants. So I have ash river rock that I put in beforehand, and to make this ramp slope here, which is kind of like a play on the eye, makes it look a little deeper, bigger in there. So anyway, so I used some ash river rock, kind of propped it up. I tried to make it look like it was doing something that it'd be doing if you were in nature, because that's kind of the idea of this aquarium. Some driftwood that looks like roots, which I just love. It wasn't super cheap, but it wasn't super expensive, right in the middle. Depends what you're going for, if you want, like, I really just, I want something that I like, to me, it's somewhat of an art form, I guess. So, like, watching Serpa Design on his YouTube channel, I guess, check him out, I guess, but he's inspired a lot of this, trying to get it to look, not look forced or anything like that. So that's a hardscape, and lava rock was what raised that, and almost knocked that over. Little turtle things, I'm ran over by those. So we'll move on to the plants. Here you can see some Monte Carlo, just a bit. It was floating around my turtle tank, so I put it in there. And it is growing, and it's looking better. Which, by the way, I'm doing the dry start method, where I start it dry, the growth immersed, before adding water, just to, head start, unlimited CO2. I can have my light nice and bright, because I'm not going to get algae. Which the light is a Fluval 3.0. Awesome light. Each spectrum, you can adjust or do whatever you want to. Turn off the blues. Seems to be a tip I'm getting. Anyway, so I have the Monte Carlo. There, I have a water wisteria, kind of like a little experiment that I'm doing. And then these Helanthrium telenum, I believe, which is like a mid-ground kind of grass, so it grows fairly tall, from my understanding. I don't really know, but we'll see. Kind of like I said, a lot of these plants I never tried. So here's a dwarf hairgrass, or you could call it, I think, Eliarchus parvula, if you wanted to. And then all this little carpeting plant is Hydrophila. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Which is looking awesome, which isn't like a true carpeting plant, meaning like on the foreground. But I'm going for that nature look, so having, I can trim it where needed to make it look kind of the way I want, and also let it grow in the way it wants. So hopefully it'll look pretty good, because I'm assuming all this, so it's my first high tech, so I don't know how this stuff really works. But all this will grow in, you won't see a whole lot of the hardscape, like the ash river rock and all that will be a little covered up, but that's okay. That's kind of what I'm going for, is you kind of see it, it adds to the subconscious eye, whatever you want to say. But, it'll grow in, and you know, be kind of dense and all, some smaller fish, just to make it look bigger. But yeah, and up in those roots, you can't really tell. The camera is fairly bad, and it has like a crack. Actually, it's the front camera that has a crack, not this one. Never mind. Also, if you look, I almost forgot. I have some dwarf lily right there. It's not growing in; it's a bulb or a rhizome. And I also have some right up there. But as soon as I add water, it'll grow, which is a red plant to get some reds. Which I'll add some tiger lotus here. There's another plant that was kind of red that I liked because the light's, you know, red. And then I'm already dosing this with, well, fertilizing it with Flourish, or not Flourish, Seachem iron, and then some Leaf Zone. I mix it in like a pressurized spray bottle, spray it down. It's great. I love it. So I'm going to keep doing it. And thanks for watching if you did.